Hello everyone, and welcome to today's Skillshare course on edutainment and how to select appropriate edutainment games for your children. Today's course is going to discuss children's educational video games. The scope of this course is limited to games where the explicit goal is to encourage literacy and numeracy skills. This subgenre of games is often called edutainment and includes titles like Reader Rabbit, seen here on the left, and Xavier Riddle, seen here on the right. Both titles are designed to teach basic reading, writing, and math skills. Note that we do not consider using existing mass-marketed games as a way to teach the curriculum. For example, teaching about the ancient Romans using an existing war simulator is out of scope. This genre of games was pioneered and popularized by the Learning Company and became readily available in the 1980s. Some early titles included Reader Rabbit, Clue Finders, The Logical Journey of the Zoombinis. These games were sold on CD-ROMs and generally available in specialty stores. The company was founded by Leslie Grimm and Anne McCormick. Both of these women had a background in education. Their format of games eventually fell out of favor when web browser games and app-based games rose in popularity. Why concern yourself with this, you ask? Because this is a form of technology that your children will inevitably interact with. The general format of the game, whether it be CD-ROM, web-based, or app, are also technologies themselves, but this will not be addressed explicitly. And yes, the game remains a technology regardless of its physical form. Even disregarding the physical form, these games correspond to Nightingale's second definition of technology, which can be seen here on the screen. The problem-solving process describes the development of these games. The preconceived idea in this case is that literacy and numeracy skills are important, and therefore everyone should learn to read and write. The artificial function is the instruction of reading and writing. Nothing found in nature can fulfill this function. The instruction of reading and writing, which was previously defined as the end goal of these games, can be achieved in several different ways. For example, elementary schools and high schools convey this information in a lecture and then testing format. The edutainment games in question favor an operational principle known as gamification. Gamification is defined as the application of game design element principles in non-game contexts. It aims to make interacting with academic material more fun. Some of the most sought-after game-like features are listed here on the slide, as per polls done with students. The first element is challenges and different design levels. The clip here is from Reader Rabbit and shows several different games at several different difficulties. The second design element is feedback on correct and incorrect answers. In the clip showed here, students get a check mark when they get the answer correct and are gently guided towards the correct answer when they answer incorrectly. And the third element is fun characters, seen here as Xavier Riddle from the PBS games. This gamification introduces certain values into the games. The first value being engagement. This gamification helps to engage learners. This is best illustrated by the just-in-time teaching, positive reinforcement, and active thinking common throughout the genre. This is a clip here from a Clue Finders game. So the just-in-time teaching here can be seen as the stone totem explains the game to the students. New material is introduced as it is needed for the challenge. This contrasts with traditional school, where the material is taught weeks in advance before the testing. The positive reinforcement can be seen a little bit later in the clip, where the student answers a question incorrectly, and instead of being ridiculed in some way, the marble simply jumps off the tile and they are given another try. Traditionally, the games encourage learners to try again until they get the right answer. Active thinking is demonstrated throughout the game and engages the students and challenges them in new trials. This genre of games is highly valued as being learner-centered. It is generally a solo activity where the child contends with the course material. These gamified features are tailored to the needs and interests of children. The student gets no feedback from peers, teachers, or adults. Note that this value is linked to the end user, the child, exclusively, and it does not consider input or specific needs of the larger community, including parents or educators. A large part of today's Skillshare course is to invite you to rethink these learner-centered games. Instead, we have a new game to propose. It aligns more closely with a co-design strategy, which considers the community at large. This game would allow other stakeholders, including parents and teachers, to input sample text to mediate the content.
Here is an example with Valley of the Wind, a 2D platform game where the main character stumbles upon a different realm, and the only way for her to continue her journey is by correctly identifying certain elements with their associated names or numbers. As we enter the game, the gamer, who we are expecting to be an elementary school, first grade child, will notice that their passage is blocked by a large plant. There are some words placed around their environment, empty boxes that act like trigger spots, and objects representing those words. The kid will learn that placing these words in the correct locations will open the door, but incorrect trials will not punish the player, but rather guide them through the right answer. In our second level, the difficulty is increased with the addition of a number recognition puzzle. In this scene, the child learns through trial and error once more, but also learns to recognize numeric terminologies. If played in a classroom or home environment, it offers the teacher or parent an opportunity to help the child understand those concepts. The third level, albeit a short one, uses the gaming environment to teach the terminologies of a simplified plant anatomy. Replicating this teaching process over historical or elementary level scientific topics would allow the gamer to learn while encouraging exploration. By combining our fun-looking personalized character and level designs encouraging trial and error, our game design approach, where including parents and teachers in the child's cognitive development, proves that our redesigned technology values engagement and a community-centered game design, where the community chooses the level and the type of difficulty appropriate for the student. If you want to learn more, check us out on Skillshare. Enter ENGR392 and get a 10% discount for our latest course, where we will be teaching you step by step on how to make interactive educational games and engaging storylines for young children using a more community-centered design approach.